The Supreme Court just told the President of the United States he can't do something. And his response? To do it anyway, but bigger. This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover how a 6-3 ruling against Donald Trump sparked a new global trade war, why he called his own Supreme Court picks fools, and what a new 10% tax on everything means for prices in your country. Meet the 9 justices of the U.S. Supreme Court. For over a year, they've been weighing a case that could reshape the world economy. On one side, President Trump's administration, using a national emergency law to tax imports from nearly every country on Earth. On the other, American businesses and states screaming about the cost. But here's the twist. The court didn't just rule against the president. They triggered his nuclear option. For 9 years, Chief Justice John Roberts, a conservative appointed by a Republican, has often been a steady hand. But on Friday, he delivered a seismic blow. In a 6-3 decision, he wrote that the president had overstepped his constitutional powers, that Congress never gave him an open-ended power to junk trade deals. The decision was a major victory for businesses, opening the door to billions in tariff refunds. But here's what nobody's talking about: who voted against Trump. The ruling was joined by the court's 3 liberal justices and, shockingly, 2 of Trump's own appointees, Amy Coney Barrett and Neil Gorsuch. 3 conservative justices dissented. At the White House, Trump was livid. He called the ruling terrible. And then he turned his fire on the Republican justices who sided against him. He said he was absolutely ashamed of them, calling them fools and lapdogs, and very unpatriotic and disloyal to our Constitution. But here's the part that will blow your mind. He didn't back down. He unveiled a new plan, a new 10% global tariff to replace the ones the court just killed. He vowed to use other laws to press ahead, saying, "We have alternatives, great alternatives, and will be a lot stronger for it." He also indicated those billions in refunds wouldn't come easy, predicting years of legal battles. This all started last year on what Trump billed as Liberation Day. The tariffs initially hit Mexico, Canada, and China, then exploded to dozens of trade partners. The White House used a 1977 emergency powers law, arguing it could regulate trade, but lawyers for the challengers said that law never mentions the word tariffs. Chief Justice Roberts agreed. When Congress has delegated its tariff powers, it has done so in explicit terms, he wrote. The implications are massive. This injects new uncertainty into global trade. Firms worldwide faced an abrupt tax on shipments to the U.S., fueling worries about higher prices for consumers. Some see a president standing up for American manufacturing. Others see a constitutional crisis, with the judiciary checking executive overreach. But the controversy is just beginning. The president versus the Supreme Court. A 10% tax on the world. And one unanswered question, in this high-stakes game of constitutional chicken, who blinks first? Do you think a president should have the power to tax global trade by himself, or was the Supreme Court right to stop him? Drop your take in the comments. This has been Kenya News Update today. Subscribe for more breaking global news that impacts you.